AMC 10A 2018 Problem 3. We're given that a unit of blood expires after 10 factorial seconds, and Yasin donates a unit of blood on noon of January 1st, and we're trying to find the day that this blood expires. So we're trying to find the number of days that pass by. Now, these are full days, not half days or quarter days. That's very important. And I'm going to assume that to be n. Always assume the quantities that we're trying to solve for. And we're given that January 1st and the number of days. Now, the key takeaway here is that months and days are just a measurement of time, likewise the seconds. So we want to relate everything to seconds because that's the unit of measurement of time that we're given with to calculate blood's expiration date. So we must calculate the number of days into the number of seconds. But we know that one day has 24 hours, and we know that 1 hour has 3,600 seconds. So the number of days will have 24 times 3600 seconds, and this becomes 86400 seconds. So one day has 86,400 seconds, and we're told that Yasin donates a unit of blood at noon of January 1st. Well, how is one full day defined? It is defined to be 12 o'clock a.m. all the way to 11:59 and 60 seconds of the following day or p.m. So 12 o'clock a.m. will likewise be the continuation of another full day. So that is the definition of one day. But what is 12 o'clock or noon p.m.? Well, noon is exactly half of one day. So I'll draw this to signify that. So this is when Yasin donated his blood. So from now on, we must calculate the number of time that it takes for the blood to expire. So we know that we must divide this by the 10 factorial because we're dividing by the number of seconds that the days must go by in order for his blood to expire. And how many days must go by? Well, I assume the number of days to be n, and since one day has 86,400 seconds, we must multiply 86,400 with n. But wait a minute. We're told that Yasin donated his blood at 12 o'clock p.m. We only know the number of seconds for one full day. And we also know that he donated his blood on the first day at its half, 12 o'clock p.m. So we must calculate 86,400 n. This does not include the first day because the first day is not a full day. The half day, which is the first day, only had 40,000 or 4,300, 40,300 or 40,000, 43,000, sorry, 200 seconds. Please excuse my pronunciation. So we actually must sum this to 43,200 because this only accounts for full days right here. It does not account for the half day that must go by for the first day, January 1st. So now we can factor out some like terms. We can factor out 86,400 and multiply this with 1 half, not 4, plus n, all over 10 factorial, which I'm going to write down as its full expanded form so we can factor out all of its like terms. So there are two zeros at the end, so we can destroy this 10 and the 5 times 2 because 5 times 2 give us 110. So this becomes 864. Now 64 is divisible by 8, so we can divide this by 8 to get 108. Now 8 is divisible by 4, so we can eliminate it 4 to get 27. Now 9 times 3 is conveniently 27. So the entire numerator like term gets factored out. And we're left with half plus n over 7 times 6. We can combine the numerator to get 1 plus 2n over 2 times 7 times 6, which becomes 84. Now, since we're told that we'll have to find the number of days that a bullet expires, it must mean that 1 plus 2n is a multiple of 84. And since we're told that blood can only have a certain expiration date of 10 times 8, 10 times 9 times 8, all the way to 1 seconds, it must be equal to the lowest multiple of 84. Because if it's higher, then it means that we're actually extending the blood expiration time by 2, and it cannot be done so because blood will have already been expired by then. So 1 plus 2n must be equal to 84. So 2n must be equal to 83, hence n must be equal to 41.5. Now, 41.5, what does this tells us? 41.5 just means that it must go by 41 full days in 1.5 days. 1/2 of one full day. That's what I mean to say. So with this understanding, we can now evaluate from January 1st all the way to the appropriate day. So we know that in January there are 31 days, so it must pass by 30 full days first. So after 30 full days, we're left with 11.5 days remaining. And in February, there are 30 days. So after 11 days, it will be February 11th. And then we have to add half a day. But wait a minute. Half a day, remember what it means to be a full day. Full day all the way goes down to 12 o'clock a.m. That is the end of the first full day. And since we must add another half a day, it must mean that after the first full day of February 11th is gone, we must add half the day of the following day, which is February 12th. So his bud expires on February 12th, 12 o'clock p.m. But we're looking for the day, the exact date. So that exact date will be February 12th. So we have our answer and we can scroll up and we see here indeed answer choice E is our answer.